What is up, Beta Bros? January 15th NBA Game Picks and Spreads. I hope you are all having a very lovely day. No, this is not Game of the Day, but there is a reason for that. I'm actually going to be going through almost all of them, and we'll be going by pick. There's only 6 games today, but there are a lot of intriguing matchups in each game. First, you have the Suns at the Pacers. Not really going to cover this too much, but one interesting nugget is the Dallas Mavericks looking to trade Dennis Smith Jr., and I believe the reports were Phoenix and Orlando were the leading people trying to pursue him. So with Phoenix possibly getting him to pair with Devin Booker, that would be very interesting. Him, Booker, and Ayton could form a dangerous trio. Currently, Indiana's favored by 10.5. Oladipo, Sabonis, Barjanovic. There's a lot of talent on that Indiana Pacers team. Could be upsetters in the postseason later on in the Eastern Conference rounds. 10.5 does seem large, but I'm going to pick them to win and cover. They're currently 28-14, a really good solid record. And the Suns, if they're going to pull off the upset, I think Ayton's going to have a really good game, shutting down, not necessarily shutting down, I should say, more like limiting the paint game of the Pacers. If the Pacers do too well in the paint, that's just going to spread the floor even more, and it's just not going to be a good day for Phoenix. We got the Timberwolves at the 76ers. Philadelphia favored by 6 here. NBA TV, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. 76ers hosting this game. And it's going to be interesting to see if Covington and Saric have good games against their old teams. Same with Jimmy Butler. And I'm going to pick the 76ers here. If I had to choose between Karl-Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid, athletically, when healthy, Joel Embiid I think he brings more power. I think he brings more consistency, more heart to the game. But that being said, I think Karl-Anthony Towns brings more calmness, more maturity, stuff like that. I also think Ben Simmons is a beast. I think he's going to be the difference maker in this one. Not necessarily another 20-point, 20 rebound game, but I think he definitely has at least 16 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, at least that. And I think Joel Embiid has 3 blocks in this game. It's going to be a good one. And definitely Karl-Anthony Towns versus Joel Embiid is one of the most interesting matchups of the night. The next game we go to is the Thunder at the Hawks. Thunder currently favored by 9 here. And this one's very interesting. Hawks could pull off the upset at home if they get reliable shooting from Trae Young and Taurean Prince. I think the Thunder win this one though. Steven Adams, when on, is going to dominate the boards tonight if he's on. I think he's going to go for 15-15 easily. 15 points, 15 rebounds. Should be a solid game. And a win pushing them to 27-16 would be a really surprising start considering how their year started with Russell Westbrook out. And it should actually, with this one, another interesting one is just to see Trae Young and the other young Hawks how they handle at freakish athletes like Adams and Russell and Paul George. If they can improve themselves defensively, this Hawks team could be even more dangerous than they already are. Then you get the Heat at the Bucks. Bucks favored by 8.5. I like Justice Winslow in this matchup, but I'm gonna pick the Bucks mainly because Giannis, I think if he plays, should have a really good game. I preface if he plays because sometimes with the rest and minor injuries, you never know who's playing when until game time, and it's only 3 o'clock, so who knows? I think Giannis playing will do really solid in this matchup. I'm talking like 15 and 10, 50, 20, or 25 and 10. I meant 25 points, 10 rebounds. He could pull off the upset here, but to do that, I think they're gonna need to shoot better from 3. Not necessarily more, just better. Open up the paint a little bit, make Giannis have to run more defensively than he's comfortable with. Don't necessarily force Giannis inside, but try to make Giannis extend his range as much as possible, make him take lower percentage shots. Brogdon could still beat down the Heat, but at least offensively, I think they should do a decent job on Brogdon. And then you have the Warriors at the Nuggets, 2 of the best teams in the West. Warriors currently favored by 1 here. I'm going to pick the Warriors. I'm going to pick actually the Nuggets in the upset here. One reason being they are at home. They're currently the best team in the West by half a game. Denver, by the matchup predictor, has a 57% chance of winning. I think the big part here is going to be Jokic. Jokic defensively can shut down almost anybody on the Warriors team in the paint, or I should say he should be able to handle Durant when Durant goes in the paint. Stuff like that. He can shoot threes. He can move the ball around just as well as the Warriors can. He can rebound really well. And I think that center position is going to be enough of an advantage to where if the Nuggets guards can shoot consistently enough in this game, they can very well pull off the upset. But it's going to take also off games by Curry and Durant, which I think they might have. But like I said, I'm picking the Nuggets in the upset. The spread technically isn't an upset, but with the Warriors, they're probably going to be favored every time. But Nuggets are one of those teams where they're going to bring everything. And it's going to be fun. Paul Millsap, I'm wondering how good of a game he'll have against Draymond Green. And yeah, the Bulls at the Lakers. Lakers favored by 7 here. Lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so I have no idea how this game's going to go. 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time, NBA TV, if you're wondering what channel it's on. Lakers by 7. I think they win. I think they cover. I think the key to this one's not going to be Kuzma. It's not going to be Ingram. It's not even going to be Ball. It's going to be JaVale McGee. I think the reason why JaVale McGee is the key here is because he's going to need to control the boards. The Lakers will struggle shooting. No, I'm not saying they will struggle shooting. They might struggle shooting. JaVale McGee's going to have to control the offensive boards as well as he can. Get some putback points. Not necessarily a lot, but maybe a couple offensive rebounds. Get it back out. Let your teammates take shots. I think one of the things the Lakers struggle with is they miss too many shots, and then they don't really get the offensive boards as much as they could, and it creates fast break opportunities for the opposing team. And not only that, but some of those bad shots they take are just end up turning into wasted possessions. An offensive board could change that. It could be a good game. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. But let me know who do you think's going to be the All-Star captains, I guess, should be the question of the day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.